What is going on, you guys? Welcome back to the channel. I've been here in the garage for a little bit, just kind of, moving things around and just kind of working on a little project here and there. But today I need to dive into my brother's CRV. Now, I told you guys in the previous videos that we were going to work on my brother's CRV because they're going to be going down to SoCal to pick up my nephew from college because the semester is over. I initially thought we were working on my nephew's CRV, which is the RD1. And if you guys saw the last video, the homie Eric pulled up in his turbo CRV, and we needed the motor mounts from that car because we upgraded to 1320. I was gonna fill those mounts and then install it into my nephew's CRV. Turns out it's not my nephew's CRV that I'm working on. It's my brother's RD2 CRV, the 03 CRV that's outside, the black lifted one. We need to modify the motor mounts. Now, the car is a 5-speed all-wheel drive, and to order and get the mounts in time, which he's going to be leaving in about 2 days, I don't think I can get the mounts here in time. So what we need to do is we need to pop his motor mounts out of the car. We're going to fill it with caulking, and we're going to let it dry for a day or two before we put it back into the car. And then that's going to lead me to do his new axles, which he bought like a year ago, and he never did it because the motor mount rocking is what's messing up his axle. So solid motor mounts, then put the axle, and then he can take it to the alignment shop. But right now the CRV is being blocked in by the other CRV, and my brother's has work today, so when he moves that CRV, then I can move the black CRV to the driveway so we can work on it. The homie Eric CRV is still here. We're gonna dive into it after Race Wars. Now, it's been kind of slow here in the garage because all the stuff that we're gonna get into, as far as all the case swap between all of my EFs, all of that's going to happen after Race Wars, which is why it's slow in the garage until then. Race Wars for us, by the time you guys see this video, for me it's I leave in 3 days. I'm leaving a day early, but by the time you guys see this video, Race Wars is probably already over. But anyways, while we wait for my brother to go to work, I am going to work on the KRX a little bit here on the driveway. I want to install the cowl, which has been taken off a year or two ago. I want to reinstall it so that way I can park the car back on the grass and not worry about leaves going into the cowl location to go into the car. Because if you guys remember, we clean and wash the car, and the reason why it's still in the driveway is because I don't want all the leaves and stuff to get into the car. And I've kind of been procrastinating because I've been cleaning the garage and stuff, right? But we're gonna work on the KRX, and then hopefully later today we can pop the motor mounts out of my brother's CRV. I need you to get off my car, bud. If you guys remember, I have the PLM quick release hood hinges. It's pretty cool to have. So it didn't occur to me that the grommets for the cowl is gone for the most part. This one's there but brittle, that one's brittle, that one's missing most of it. Those two are gone. And I did order a set from eBay back in March, but I don't remember which car I used it on. So I need to order another set because I ended up just robbing it off of this car. Now this is also super brittle, so it's kind of tricky to take off, but these two right here have access from the bottom, so I pop these two off just to bolt the center of the cowl to the firewall. And reason why I say center is because this is the cowl that belongs to the KRX. I know this because of the clutch master reservoir sits right there on the firewall rather than the engine bay. And I noticed that the outside holes tabs are gone, so we can only mount the center, and I'm missing two, so I robbed two. I'm just gonna go ahead and use that for right now until we find a different cowl, and I'm probably just gonna order 2 sets, one for this car, one for that car. The replacement one's on eBay, and let's just go ahead and install it. If you guys lost all these little screws when taking your car apart, you can get them at Resto Tuners. So I do have the little clips for the cowl as well too. These guys right here, but I'm not going to install them because I am going to wait for the grommets to show up, and I can take off these screws, kind of pop this up, punch the old one through, I don't care if it sits in there, and then just kind of clip the new ones on, and then secure the hardware back, and then we'll put the little caps on. But for right now, these guys are all secured, got the cowl back on, and when I start working on the EF2, which is parked over there, I can park this car back over there on the grass and not worry about shit getting inside and then inside my car. So I'm gonna pop the hood back on and then move my brother's CRV to the driveway. Front mount, not bad. Oh. Damn, that thing is on there. Not gonna lie to you guys, I was the one who put the motor in the car when my brother bought the CRV a couple years ago. I did a refresh on it, but I don't remember cranking it down like that. Good Lord. Tell me why the drive shaft is not in the drive shaft loop. We're gonna have to fix that as well too. All the cats are fed. My brother's car is closed up. All his stuff is put away. And before we wrap it up for tonight, I am going to clean the motor mounts. There's only 3 of them. The passenger side is that one big unit that we can't really do too much other than replace it with a new one. We're going to clean these 3 mounts right here. This one's just a transmission bracket, but we're going to clean all 3 of these and we're going to fill them in. And I want to have them at least cure for 24 hours. Now, the urethane we're going to use dries 6 hours, but I want 24 hours before we actually put it back into the car. The mounts aren't too bad. The rear is still attached, so we don't have to like try to align the spacer here, but the front is detached right there, which isn't a big deal. The mount tabs is oblong, so we can kind of like move it around if it's off center just a little bit. So this one right here, we're just gonna fill it all in. And the trans mount, this was originally attached on there, but when I took it out, it kind of just fell out of the mount like that. So I'll probably just throw it back on and throw it back into the car. But for the filling process, there's really not much on the trans mount. This whole entire bottom section right here is solid, and we just got to fill there and there. So I'm gonna go ahead and scrub all this down right now, and then we'll load up the cocking gun, and then we're gonna blast this sucker. Pause. Milwaukee urethane adhesive. This is what we're going to be using. All right, I'm going to do this tiny mount first right here. We're going to fill it in, we're going to pack it in, and we're going to try our best to get it to be centered because it's torn on this one. I'd say that's pretty filled. You do the back side right there. Brake cleaner, guys, brake cleaner. All right, guys, last mount. This is the transmission. It's pretty solid already. It's not torn, but we're gonna make it solid anyways. And in case you guys are wondering, it's not gonna like vibrate your entire car like aftermarket motor mounts, but it will definitely stiffen it up a little bit just so that the engine doesn't, you know, show visibly the vibration underneath the hood. So you really got to hold the cocking gun steady and let the pressure push all the urethane all the way through, because we don't want no gaps in the middle if we're already making this thing solid, right? I don't know if you guys can see it, but we kind of got the urethane like halfway through, and then on the opposite side, this side, we'll hopefully try to squeeze it all the way through that it's touching in the center to kind of close up as much of the gap as possible. Alrighty then, urethane fully inserted into the stock motor mounts, and this thing is packed in there. You can tell it's packed because it kind of bulges a little bit, right? As long as it doesn't surpass the spacer, it shouldn't have an issue going back into the car. So that's the front torque mount. This one is the rear mount for the transfer case, and then this one right here is for the transmission. I did throw back the rubber side pieces back on, kind of like glued it back on, and it should dry as a full unit tomorrow. I'm sure this is for like engine movement, so it doesn't rattle between the bracket, kind of absorb with these little rubber ears. So I'm gonna let these kind of cure for, I guess, until it's hardened, probably within 24 hours. We'll see you guys in the next clip. God dang, today is 95 degrees. It is hot out. So my brother's motor mounts has been sitting out here for a day and a half now, and they feel pretty cured. I can still kind of move the little spacer right here, so it's not going to be like super solid, but I'm going to go ahead and clean the center surface right here, and then we're going to install these back into the car. Ooh, this thing's hot. Because it's so hot today, guys, I'm just going to go ahead and reverse the process of putting all the motor mounts back into place, starting with the transmission side. Transmission mount and bracket is on. This was a fight, but we got it done. Airbox installed. Now let's work to the rear mount, which is this guy right here. 314 mil and a 17 bolt. This one here should be pretty straightforward. It sits right here. Rear mount installed, pretty solid. Now let's move to the last one up in the front. Rear mount, front torque mount installed. Now let's get to the axles. So if you guys obviously haven't noticed, my brother's car, it's lifted with an HRG kit. Usually when you go over 1.5, I think, I'm not sure, you're supposed to do a subframe drop, and by the looks of it, it does not have a subframe drop, which only makes it harder to do the axle and stuff because of the amount of tension that's on the suspension right here, right? Subframe drop is supposed to help bring the engine down so we don't have some crazy axle angle, which we have here. And I really don't want to mess with his camber adjustment, which is this upper bolt right here, but I'm gonna have to make it easy for me to do the axle installation, because if I did from the ball joint, it's gonna be super hard to, I guess, kind of put the two back together, and also this whole entire thing is going to be tied in together and make it really heavy. So I'm just going to find a way to mark these bolts down so we can put it back in the same way we took it off. But his car is going to go to the alignment shop anyways, which is the reason why we're doing the whole motor mount axle to fix his tire eating problem. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and just knock this out, guys, because I'm really fighting the heat today. I showed you guys earlier it was 95. It's 98 right now. Passenger side axle is cooked. Look at that thing. Sheesh. Fresh. So the Element guys, they have custom lower control arms that has spherical bushings right here, and if you look, the bushings are shot because of how extended the lower control arm is for rubberized bushing. I think Herb has a set of those Element 44 control arms with the spherical bushings. I'm not sure if the CRV community has them as well, or if the Element is the same as the CRVs, but he definitely need replacement bushings. I'm curious to know if the positive camber is going to straighten out a little bit. I tried my best to put it exactly where I took off the bolt. These ginormous tires definitely makes a lot of noise, and I can really hear it in the rear. Don't mind the mess either, because this is my brother's like off-road camping fishing car. That thing makes a lot of noise. Oh, it's straightened out. It most definitely straightened out. Okay, not shabby, not shabby. So before we close up, guys, I went to the P.O. box and I picked up this package right here. It's a little beat up right there. I don't know what's in here, but this came from Andy out of Kent, Washington. Much appreciated, brother. Thank you for sending anything to the P.O. box. Be sure to cut away from yourself, not towards yourself. So there are a few items in here, and there is a note. Dana, here is that AC bracket for the B series and a couple other little things. Enjoy my channel. It's really small at Dirty Sockets Garage. Dirty Sockets Garage. That is very fitting. I did see a little bottle cap opener and a sticker. Pretty cool. So right here we have he said AC bracket. So we have a P30 AC bracket. P30 is a B16, I think it is. We have a P30 bracket for the AC compressor. I'm not sure if this is something we can use depending on the compressor we're using. If you're using like the Satan from like the EF chassis, the single cam AC compressor, you have to use the specific house sport or innovative AC bracket. If you're using a B series compressor, you can use like a B series AC bracket. We have an AC, I believe this is called a dryer. We have an AC dryer right here. This package right here, no idea what this is. Oh, this is interesting. WD-40. This is like a, oh, it's like a travel mug or a flask, because it has a little lid on the top right here you can sip through. Yeah, it looks like something you can put your drinks in, and then it comes with a little brush. Oh, it's like a metal straw. Okay, yeah, okay, that's okay, cool. So this is pretty interesting. Most definitely we'll put this to use, but it will be as a backup unit because I'm already using one. Shout out for this. This one right here, Elite Edge Trusted Brand. Oh wow, this is pretty cool. This is a knife, but in the shape of a wrench. I don't know what size that is, but that's pretty cool. That's pretty sick. And last but not least, it does not say. Oh wow. This is pretty sick. Hold on. This thing has been coming super clutch for these hot days, but that's pretty cool. I'm not sure if he's supposed to sit on the edge of the table or what, but it's a little piston cartoon character. Big shout out to Dirty Sockets Garage. Once again, thank you for the care package. All the AC stuff, we'll try to use them. All the gifts right here, much appreciated. Thank you to everybody else who sends anything to the P.O. box. But anyways, guys, we're going to wrap it up for this video right here. Fill the motor mounts to my brother CRV. We also did both passenger and driver side axle installation and also a little bit of work on the KRX. If you guys enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a thumbs up. And if you guys want to stick around for Race Wars tomorrow from me, next video for you guys, be sure to hit the subscribe button. With that being said, thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.